My beloved child, I heard your Father's voice today, and I told you that your name was written openly right away. This is not just a cliché or a hollow promise. I urge you, my child, to pay close attention to this message, because it is more than just words. It is a divine summons to awareness. The enemy may try to convince you that your efforts and prayers are in vain, but your name is recorded openly in the realm of heaven, and nothing is hidden or secret. Every detail of your purpose and every plan I have created especially for you are written clearly before me, accessible now, not in some distant future. Your name is not hidden or vague in my sight. It is written in bold letters, illuminated and undeniable. When I say immediately, I mean right now. Your destiny is not delayed. It is unfolding at this very moment. Why does your name stand open? Because I have an assignment for you. Because you are part of a grander plan that requires your participation here and now. Your name is open on the scroll of destiny, the book of life, the ledger of my promises. It means you are known, chosen, and called with intention. The days you have lived, the prayers you have whispered, the sacrifices you have made, they have all been recorded faithfully in heaven's courts. Child of my heart, when you whisper my name in faith, I listen closely. Call out to me with confidence, saying, I need you, Lord, and see how I respond. Your faith has great power, and my blessings are unfolding before your eyes. Do not miss this. Your name being written open signifies that your breakthrough is at hand, the moment you have been waiting for. The divine opportunities, the favor you have hoped for, they are not coming slowly or in some far-off time. They are immediate, because your name is written open and visible before me. The chains that once bound your progress are being broken. Doors that seemed locked are now swinging wide open. Your story is no longer hidden in the shadows. It is ready to be unveiled in fullness. I hear the cries of your heart, my child. The prayers for prevailing, for healing, for restoration, for love, for peace. Know that I heard each one. I have heard your silent tears and your deepest longings. Because your name is written open, those prayers do not fall on deaf ears. They have reached my throne, and my response is swift. This is the moment where waiting turns into seeing. You will not wait for seasons to pass by without movement. You will not stand in the same place of despair or frustration. The immediate opening of your name means that now is the time for manifestation. Your breakthrough, your promotion, your miracle is coming, and I want you to be prepared to accept it with open arms and a faith-filled heart. So I beg you to pay close attention to this entire message. Keep listening and watching, because these words are seeds being sown in your spirit that will eventually take root and produce fruit. The promise that your name will be written publicly is a call to get ready, to expect and believe that in the heavenly courts, your name carries authority. It is not merely a title or a label. It is the key to your inheritance. Since your name is written in the open, it indicates that angels and the hosts of heaven recognize you and that your destiny is in accordance with my will. No force on earth or in hell can undo or cancel what I have decreed, which is why I say it again. The full revelation of your name's power will unlock blessings you never could have imagined. Every time you pray to me, you activate the heavenly record where your name is written. Every time you stand in faith, you move in accordance with the divine purpose that has been written before you, my love. Together we can bring my light to those who are in darkness. Will you help carry this flame by supporting this mission? Your name is not just written open. It is a declaration of your identity, that you belong to me, a child of the Most High God, marked with my seal of approval. The open writing of your name means that your identity is secure and that you are no longer defined by past mistakes, failures, or disappointments, but rather by the unchanging truth that you are mine. There is freedom in this truth, and you no longer need to hide, doubt, or shrink back. Please accept my letter with love if it has roused your spirit, my dear child. To show your faith in me, click the Super Thanks button. Your super thanks is more than just a gift. It is a declaration that you trust in my provision and that you will help spread my word to those who are lost and searching. You are fully accepted and deeply loved. When your name is written open, it means you walk boldly in my presence. It is an invitation to live fearlessly, knowing that you are always protected by my grace and mercy. Now that your name is open, you have the opportunity to respond. I want you to open your heart to me completely, to let go of all doubts, fears, and worries, and to fully embrace who I have called you to be. Expect my favor, and you should anticipate employment opportunities. You should anticipate miracles in your relationships, health, and spiritual life, discoveries, and fresh starts. There is a blessing at the end of this word, a divine impartation, waiting to activate the promises written with your name, my child. The enemy will try to divert you, make you doubt, or convince you that your breakthrough is delayed. But I tell you straight now that those lies will not stand, because the truth of your name being written open stands eternal and unshakable. You are destined for greatness, and this message is a divine confirmation. Do not shrink back or hold back because of fear or uncertainty. Step forward with confidence. I am working behind the scenes to bring your name into full manifestation, so don't give up. As you close this message, keep in mind that your name written open is the cornerstone of your victory and the door through which your future flows. I am always with you. My eyes are on you, and my hand is ready to bless you. So remain strong and know that your name is written open immediately, and that it brings with it all the power, authority, and blessing that I have promised. Don't stop now. Pay close attention to the very end. Pay attention to this message until the very end. Your breakthrough has arrived, and your name is written open. I love you, my child, and I will always be by your side. Let my love shine through your life, encouraging the lost to have hope. With our hearts open, we will bring healing, peace, and my unending strength. Pause everything right now. Quiet the relentless noise swirling around you. Gently lay aside every distraction that fights for your attention. Take a deep breath and listen, not with your ears alone, but with your awakened spirit. This moment is no accident. It is no random coincidence that you have journeyed all the way here. I have led you step by step, breath by breath, to stand exactly where you are now. Something extraordinary, something beyond human comprehension, is breaking forth over your life. What is about to unfold cannot be boxed within the limits of logic or measured by human understanding. This is no ordinary moment. It is a divine intersection, a sacred rendezvous where heaven kisses earth. It is the long-awaited answer your soul has silently and desperately been reaching for. As you hear these words, your very spirit is being awakened and activated. I am moving right now. The very atmosphere surrounding you is being filled and transformed by my presence. This is divine intervention in motion, unseen, but unmistakably powerful. This is not merely a message passing through your mind. It is a sacred shift, a holy summons that cannot be ignored. I am stepping behind the scenes of your life story to heal what has been broken, restore what was neglected, lift what has fallen, and breathe life into what you believed was dead. I am breaking cycles of pain and closing chapters of sorrow and stagnation. This is the dawn of new seasons, times where honor replaces hurt, where joy replaces anguish. I am beginning a deep healing of your body, aching heart, exhausted soul, and the fragmented pieces of your emotions. I am reaching into places where you learn to smile through the tears, where you suffered in silence because no one knew the depths of your pain. My support helps shine my message into the hearts of many, and together we build a world touched by heaven's hope. A weight that felt endless is coming to an end. I see beyond what others perceive. I know your weary mind, tangled in restless thoughts and unanswered questions that you never dared to voice aloud, but that screams silently inside you. I enter the rooms of your home, the quiet corners where tears have fallen unseen, the conversations that ended in silence, the relationships bruised by harsh words and unmet needs. I step into the places where hope seemed absent, the homes of your children, the locked doors of broken trust, the closets emptied of provision. Wherever I enter, transformation follows. What was once cold begins to burrow with warmth. What was empty overflows with abundance. Today marks the day lost things start to find their way back to you. I restore what time and circumstance tried to erode. You may have thought this day would be like any other, just another prayer, just another word. But I tell you now, this is the threshold of a new era in your life. Heaven itself is testifying. Angels have been dispatched. Paths are being carved before you. Anointing for divine alignment pours over every step you take. Even your mistakes, your failures, your detours are being redirected by my grace toward the fulfillment of my perfect will. Nothing you have endured will be wasted. No tears spilled will be forgotten. All your past becomes fertile soil for the glorious future I am building. I am the God who reveals himself in the storm's eye, who whispers peace amid chaos. Today I speak directly to you, uniquely and intimately. This word is not generic or distant. It is a personal covenant. It is the fulfillment of promises you thought were lost or forgotten, but no promise from me ever expires. Even if it hurts, don't let your current situation divert you. Every word I speak comes back empty. Every cry you send up into the sky has been gathered like priceless seeds, and fresh life is already sprouting from the garden of your faithfulness. In the eyes of your spirit, heaven is moving in favor of your family right now. I am touching lives that you have prayed over for years, and the walls of pride, addiction, coldness, and abandonment are crumbling. Do not try to grasp this with human logic. What seemed impossible is giving way to my outstretched hand, my dear one. I have held you close from the beginning. Let my love calm your fears, and let my hand lead you into the beauty of my kingdom. I am also triggering a hidden, invisible healing process. Today, I restore your true identity, cleanse your mind with my truth, and rebuild the confidence that has been broken by human disappointments. I give you repair, rejuvenation, love, and intimacy, and those who have hurt you will not have the last word. You must continue to listen to this message because it is your time of transformation. I am moving you from arid deserts and leading you into new, rich territory. This is the beginning of something great. And the next part of this journey will open your eyes to dimensions of grace and power you have never before imagined. Get ready, because I am going to reveal how deeply I know you, from places no one else has seen or dared to explore. I was there when you closed your eyes and pretended to sleep in an attempt to escape yet another painful day. I saw every burden you carried in silence, every word you swallowed to protect those around you. And I was present during the lonely nights when your only companion was the sound of your own breath, racing with anxiety. I heard every silent thought of surrender, every whispered cry. No one escaped me. You believed that I couldn't see you, yet I was there, sitting with you as your soul yearned for calm among the cacophony of the world. I see the face you present to other people, and the one you only disclose when you're by yourself. So I'm aware of the unspoken queries. I saw your wandering steps, your attempts to calm your troubled mind, the painful comparisons, the fears you dare not voice aloud, and how much work it takes to keep smiling when your heart is breaking inside. I was with you when life felt too heavy and you wanted to disappear. But know that you are precious, made by my own hands, woven with purpose and destiny. I was by your side when you closed the door to hide your tears, when you swallowed your cries for help out of fear of coming across as weak, and I heard the scream that escaped your lips only in echoes within your soul. All of those sorrows are etched on my heart like a silent prayer. I understand your questions about worth and your moments of uncertainty about your purpose. Because I know all of these things so well, I come to you now with unwavering authority. Justice is on its way, but it is not about punishment. Rather, it is about restoration, and it is determined by what I know you truly need, rather than by other people's opinions. I am the Lord who never forsakes, who redeems, who restores, and who takes immense pleasure in you. So prepare yourself for the beginning of a new chapter, filled with healing, hope, and unshakable peace. Dearest one, let my love flow through you like a river of light. In sharing it, we bring my healing touch and eternal peace to the weary. I am rising up on your behalf, not because your voice was the loudest in the room, but because your spirit endured far beyond what anyone could see or understand. I witnessed the moments you silently sacrificed your own needs, choosing to forego simple joys or small comforts so that no one in your family would ever feel lack or want. I observed your hands giving freely without expectation of gratitude, your heart loving fiercely even when misunderstood, and your soul serving quietly in the shadows where no applause awaited. I saw you when the sting of ingratitude pierced deep, when harsh words unfairly wounded your tender heart, and when cold, indifferent gestures froze the sanctuary you longed for, a refuge meant to shield and nurture. You carried burdens heavier than most could imagine, like someone shouldering the weight of the entire world. But today I come to lift that load from your back. I am here to cleanse the scars time etched into your being, and to mend the broken pieces that no one else had the grace or insight to notice. Not only were your struggles invisible to the eyes of others, but many even judged you harshly for standing tall when every fiber of your being begged to give in. But I do not judge by surface appearances. I look deep into your heart, and I declare to you, no act of perseverance, no quiet sacrifice has ever been wasted. Remember this eternal truth. Those who plant seeds with tears will reap a harvest of joy. You planted faith even when the soil seemed barren, sowed kindness when your generosity was met with silence, and chose restraint when fury could have ruled your response. I have watered each of those seeds with my boundless mercy, and now the season of harvest has come. Not only a harvest of blessings, but of honor, healing, and long-awaited answers. I am visiting the very emotional foundations that sustain your life. I am rebuilding the pillars shaken by countless losses, disappointments, and sudden wells that left you shattered. Within you, I awaken parts long dormant, emotions you thought had no place or purpose anymore. I restore your sensitivity, not to cause pain, but to bring healing. Soon you will experience pure joy bubbling up for no apparent reason. This change won't go unnoticed. It will be accompanied by joyful laughter that dances freely, tears that purify your soul, and hope that appears out of nowhere. When you least expect it, doors will open and hearts will bend in reverence. This is not about what you deserve. It is about what I have promised. He is the manifestation of a love that never falters. I declare to you that nothing will remain the same. Everything you once thought was fixed and unchangeable is on the verge of radical transformation. Those who share your life will see the change unfolding in real time. Even those who once failed to understand the depths of your journey. The justice I am preparing will reverberate throughout your home, family, children, and those precious souls you have prayed for, wept over, and tirelessly held in your heart. Just before your eyes meet mine, remain alert, because the next action is powerful and will rock spiritual regions that were previously believed to be inaccessible. I have given you a heavenly command today, and when I give it, nothing can stop it, my dearest one. I invite you to enter my embrace and find the treasures of my unending love, and to join a fellowship where my teachings renew your soul and my presence brings peace. Music. Prepare yourself for what is coming, which is like a divine fire that ignites protection over everything that is yours, while consuming what has tried to steal from you from the inside out. I send Michael, my powerful archangel of war, bearing the blazing sword of justice. He comes not with empty words or promises, but with undeniable heavenly authority. He marches now, circling the invisible walls of your life, standing as a guardian between you and the darkness that sought to harm you. The confusion and turmoil that once clouded your spirit will be replaced by a sacred peace that no enemy can breach, no scheme formed in shadows. Click join and walk with me and your brothers and sisters in love. No hostile glances or whispered attacks will be successful. Every curse that ignorance has cast at you crumbles to the ground, along with old jealousy's evil promises. The protective barrier I erect around your life is not a human construct. Rather, it is a living, consuming fire that burns everything that does not originate from me and drives out every hidden enemy that attempted to enter your peace. Silent judgments and decrees spoken far from your ears are being undone by the sound of my voice. When I speak, falsehood bows in submission. This wall purifies because it guards against all malicious influences, including those that are disguised as goodwill. It defends not just your physical boundaries, but also your innermost thought and feelings, preventing any unwanted access. After this hour of divine intervention, you will never be the same. I have witnessed your hardships, the times you questioned the unjustified terror that overcame you, the evenings you woke up feeling disoriented and uneasy. This was spiritual warfare, not just exhaustion. But today, I declare you to be invincible because you are under my direct and unwavering protection. My heavenly troops have discovered and are facing the hidden wars that long raged unseen. Your battle is no longer yours alone. As commander of the forces of heaven, I fight for you. No weapon created against you will be successful, and no spirit of resistance will be able to withstand my order to stop the attack. Break all the chains and defend my anointed one. You are not meant to live in fear. Rather, you are meant to walk fearlessly, confidently, and in divine authority. For this reason, I gave you back your peace and authority and rejected accusations. No evil scheme will be able to defeat you, because I have already silenced you, freed you from guilt, and completely forgiven you. Your children, or the land you stand on, is being cleansed by holy fire as I dedicate your house, your labor, and every choice you make. You will experience this cleansing. Those who once surrounded you with ulterior intentions will leave you without warning, but don't worry. This is my fervor. I hear your prayers for discernment, and I am answering them. Everything that is incompatible with the peace I poured into you will be removed, and every threat to your stability will be destroyed before it can even take root. Some doors will close, but not as punishment, but as protection. My care for you is unbreakable, and what seems lost today will soon be revealed as liberation. When that day arrives, your heart will be overflowing with gratitude for the divine hand that protected you from harm, child. My presence will bring comfort, strength, and a peace that the world cannot provide. I am here to restore the atmosphere surrounding your home, filling every nook and cranny with a profound peace that settles gently, like a gentle breeze after a storm. As if carried by invisible hands, the weight that once clung to particular rooms, those unseen loads of anxiety, grief, and unrest, will disappear. Where there once was hidden crying, muffled and silent, the dark shadows that whispered bad dreams in the quiet of night will be dispelled forever, and new psalms will rise. Psalms of hope, joy, and freedom. My presence will be unmistakable, a calming yet powerful force felt in every breath and heartbeat, and the children will sleep comfortably, wrapped in the security that only true peace can bring. Relationships that were once strained and burdened will now be clothed in a lightness you have never known, an effortless grace that invites harmony and understanding wherever tension took root. Rest will now bloom like a flourishing garden, for where I dwell, chaos is silenced. When chaos gives way to divine order, you don't have to constantly defend yourself from harm. Every uncertainty and dread I have turned into your stronghold, your barrier, and your steadfast protection. I reinforce the very pillars of your faith, strengthening the basis upon which your existence rests. I seal the breaches that threaten to shatter your spirit. I erect barriers where holes once exposed you to harm, and I announce before the armies of heaven, before all powers and authority, this is my territory. This home, this life, this family belongs to me, and anyone who dares to invade will encounter the overwhelming weight of my glory. I am the same God who surrounded Daniel in the lion's den, whose angels shut the mouths of fire to protect the Hebrews, who sent deliverance to Peter's prison. That very same divine presence surrounds you today. Your nights will never be the same. Your mornings will dawn differently, bright with a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace so profound it will be felt even in the smallest, most ordinary moments of your day. The enemy has tried, oh yes, tried with words, with dreams, with creeping thoughts, to steal your peace. But I have closed every route, locked every door against him. Now anyone who watches you with evil intent will see only fire, a consuming, purifying, protective fire. That fire burns within you even now as you hear my voice. But I am not finished. What I am releasing now will touch places that seemed untouchable, areas no one else could heal. What was long left broken will now be mended, because this is more than healing. It is a resurrection. As you listen, something unseen reaches deep into the roots of your pain, the pain even specialists have failed to name or explain. I'm going beyond surface symptoms, beyond the visible and the known. I'm touching the very core of what seemed immovable, which you resigned yourself to endure because you believed there was no hope. Where science has run out of answers, where diagnoses were final and hopeless, there I am beginning a new chapter, writing a story of restoration. I have not come merely to ease your burden. I have not come just to heal wounds or to comfort you in your suffering. I have come to restore everything that was declared lost or permanent. What was once said to be beyond repair will now be undone by the power of my hand. I am the God who recreates the damaged, who breathes life into what was dead, who restores organs, renews tissues, and reverses impossible diagnoses. A wave of healing emanates from me that is unstoppable and beyond human comprehension, and it begins within you. Your body is already reacting to this divine renewal. You will feel lightness where there was heaviness, warmth where there was coldness, and a presence so gentle yet powerful that it transforms everything subtly but profoundly. I am purifying your inner self, removing silent, forgotten covenants of suffering. Every pain rooted in your past and every memory that reverberates like an open wound is now being treated with the balm of heaven itself. You were not made to carry torment. You were meant to live a life of fullness and joy. However, I am not just touching you. I am also reaching out to those you love, entering hospital rooms, walking through sterile hallways, entering homes shadowed by illness, and restoring breath where it faltered, balancing heartbeats that raced or stumbled, cleansing blood, renewing entire systems. Those you prayed for but failed to receive answers will now be amazed by the miracle that is taking place even as you listen. The signs may not be immediately apparent to the naked eye, but they will eventually become obvious. The healing will be quick, inexplicable, and undeniable, and you will see children laugh again, fathers bolstered in spirit, mothers lightened from fatigue, the elderly revitalized youthful souls, and young souls released from the bonds of life, destroying habits. My healing goes beyond the physical. It reaches into the depths of feeling, reaches into tangled thoughts, and touches the foundations of behavior. You are my vessel of love, darling child. Pour it into 3 hearts today, and my calm will wash over them like a river. I'm going to end silent traumas, ancient emotional wounds, and memories that have long wounded, even after many years. I close the doors opened by abandonment, rejection, abuse, and violence, and in their place I plant a new identity, whole, peeled, and gloriously restored. The restless mind, burdened by endless thoughts without escape, will find calm. The emotional framework, battered by countless blows, will be rebuilt with strength and peace. You became accustomed to living in a constant state of alert, as if disaster was always near. But now I pour out peace upon you, a peace that will wash over you in waves. It will come in the bright moments of the day, in the quiet stillness of the night, unexpectedly and unmistakably. You will know it is me, for no human force can bring such relief. I am breaking the chains of inherited diseases, dismantling curses that seem to pass from generation to generation. A new genetic legacy begins with you, a legacy of healing and freedom. You will no longer carry the burdens of your ancestors. You will not be next in line for pain and sickness. Instead, you will be the starting point of restoration, a new cycle of life. Though marks may remain, they will no longer speak of suffering, but of victory. I am the God who heals, not once, but as often as necessary. My power never wanes, my love never falters. My word stands firm, and I declare that I will restore your health and heal your wounds. This is not just comfort, it is a living testament to my presence and power. Scars that tell the story of deliverance and hope. What was once a raw wound will become a living testimony of my power and presence. Just as the healed man who returned to give thanks will see what others did not see, you will rise and tell of what I have done. Illnesses recede because of a divine edict that is currently in effect. Tears are shed as a result of a genuine shift that is just getting started when tyranny subsides and your body starts to react. I am the God who makes paths through deserts and sends provision at precisely the right time, without delay or fail, independent of human means. I know the nights you lay awake restlessly, trying to solve problems beyond your control. I have seen the worry etched on your face before bills overdue, the deep sighs when numbers didn't add up, the helplessness when doors remain shut. However, listen carefully. The season of scarcity is ending before my voice. There are still hidden places to touch and still chains to break. The next wave of delivery will bring not only physical relief, but also a clear, unmistakable sign that provision is on the way. I am the one who multiplied little into enough for everyone, who thought I needed little to do everything, who reigned in wildernesses without a market, who fed thousands with just a few loaves, who owns the gold and silver, and who today commands provision to reach you in ways you never imagined. What seemed limited is being transformed into abundance. Receive this word, this promise, this decree. For I am with you, and my restoration is real, comprehensive, and unstoppable. This is your time of renewal, your season of breakthrough. Step into it boldly, for I am the God who makes all things new. From the most unexpected corners of your life, from places you never imagined, a powerful movement is about to come forth. It will arrive in ways that defy logic and surpass all human explanation. When it unfolds, you will recognize the unmistakable signature of my hand, for no earthly effort can bring forth what is already destined. I am stirring hearts, even those you may never meet, people who carry your name deep within their souls. I am awakening generosity in the purest form, prompting blessings given freely, without conditions, simply because I decreed it so. Ancient promises, long buried beneath the dust of time, are being unearthed and restored. Dormant connections, both spiritual and natural, are reactivating with divine precision. The treasures once held in the unseen realms, the spiritual vaults of heaven, are now unlocking, releasing resources that will flood your life with supernatural favor. A new wind of provision is blowing through your house. This wind is not just a light breeze to provide for your basic requirements. Rather, it is a powerful gale that gives you pride, dignity, and vigor, so you can bless others without worrying about running out of things. This is about genuine security and tranquility that fills your heart and mind, not just about money or other belongings. I am shattering the recurring patterns of loss and disappointment and ending the never-ending cycle of debt that has burdened you. False starts and incomplete journeys are coming to an end in this marathon. Every barrier that prevented you from moving forward because of a lack of resources is now being eliminated, and I'm giving you the keys to open doors to chances for wisdom, insight, and clear direction. Financial success that once appeared unattainable will now serve as the springboard for a new era. Finding three hearts yearning for hope and watching as my calm washes over them are the things I have painstakingly prepared for you, my darling. I have witnessed your silent struggles, the times you swallowed your pride to ask for help, the moments you denied yourself so others wouldn't lack, the times you gave sacrificially without expectation, and the blessings you sowed quietly without acknowledgement. None of these acts have gone unnoticed. Today, I declare a divine harvest over the seeds you planted in faith. Your unwavering loyalty and generosity will be rewarded beyond what you dared to ask for. I am not just meeting your needs, I am pouring out a provision filled with purpose and destiny. Prepare yourself for a flood of new contracts, proposals, and resources that have been delayed or blocked. Anticipate breakthroughs in processes, overdue payments, and doors opening where none seemed available. Wisdom to multiply, manage, and invest with confidence and peace will flow to you. I am liberating you from the emotional chains that money and lack have forged, leading you into a realm of freedom where finances no longer dictate your peace, but serve the higher purpose I have ordained for you. You will prosper with balance, grace, and discernment, not to boast, but to fulfill the destiny written on your life, even in those seemingly mundane and secular matters. Since everything that affects your life is very important to me, I'm carefully monitoring the rent, bills, and daily costs. I'm working behind the scenes to align the invisible spiritual forces and restore order to your financial mess. Covenants are being made in heaven, and validations are taking place on earth. You will see the supernatural invading areas that were previously dominated by fear and anxiety, and you will feel at peace even when you have to make difficult decisions. You are called to live as a beloved child, not as a supplicant. A child who does not beg at their father's table, knowing that they are deeply loved. Today, I remove the mindset of scarcity and plant within you a vision of abundance, a constant overflow from my hand. You will become a haven for those who have tried the provision I send, and it will not stop with you. It will flow through you, becoming a river of blessings for many. But pay close attention. This is just the beginning of what is to come. This release extends beyond your financial situation. It marks the beginning of a larger wave of healing that will permeate every aspect of your life that you previously believed to be distinct and inaccessible. Along with plenty, emotional healing, family reconciliation, and spiritual clarity will blossom. And you will come to understand that what has arrived was more than just a resource. It is a divine confirmation that I am here, fully engaged in your life, orchestrating every detail. I am entering spaces where silence and separation have long dwelled, those quiet places in your family and relationships where love once thrived, but has grown cold and distant. I'm walking through the empty corridors of your home, where voices once filled the air with affection, but now barely cross paths. I am moving into the shadows where wounds have festered and sowing seeds of new dialogue where walls of resentment have risen. I am building bridges of understanding. Today, I am working miracles in places you had already written off as lost and with people you thought beyond change. What you didn't see was that while you prayed quietly, I was already touching hearts with my love. I know exactly where everything fractured. I remember the word that hurt, the gesture that wounded, the moment love began to hide behind coldness, and when respect was worn thin by exhaustion. But I also know how hard you tried. I see your dedication, your patience masking the pain to avoid conflict, and the whispered prayers asking for a fresh start. And now hear this. The time of restoration has come. I am healing wounded memories, cleansing hearts tainted by bitterness. I am opening the eyes of those who once saw you through distorted lenses, so they can now perceive your truth, the effort, the love, the endurance. My spirit is bridging emotional gaps and bringing reunions that are only possible through divine intervention. You will sense it profoundly. It won't be a superficial change, but a profound breakthrough where something from heaven touches your innermost being and releases words that were previously locked away. Clarity is returning to confused minds, to those who walked away misunderstood or fell victim to pride. Sincere forgiveness that was previously believed to be unattainable will emerge. Eyes that avoided meeting will now connect with understanding, and you will know without doubt it was me orchestrating every detail. When I restore fully. I renew your essence, transform your inner world, correct your path, and heal the scars left behind. The wounds of abandonment are being bound, the pain of rejection dissolved, and the heavy burden of harsh words lifted. I am loosening the knot in the throat of those who longed to speak but did not know where to start. The impossible is becoming possible, for I am the God who makes all things new. I am the voice awakening the quiet chambers of your heart, the attentive ear that listens beyond words, beyond noise. Where discord once reigned, I breathe understanding. Where rivalry once sparked, I kindle the flame of fellowship. I am dismantling the walls built by division and replacing them with bridges of unity. This transformation will begin within the sanctuary of your home, yet its reach will extend far beyond these walls, touching places you once thought unreachable. I am reaching across the distances that time and hurt have carved, towards estranged relatives who feel like strangers, children who have drifted like leaves on the wind, parents who have shut their hearts in silence, siblings fractured by past wounds, and generations that have been shattered by misunderstanding. I am the artist who carefully reconnects the scattered dots, weaving not only human connections, but restoring the sacred blueprint I designed for your family from the beginning. The cherished vision you once held, the dream of reunion, bathed in peace and love, will rise again with vibrant clarity. The ancient covenant, which lay dormant in the shadows of doubt and despair, now bursts forth with renewed strength and hope. I am the God who honors every prayer whispered with sincerity, every cry born of love. No more will you need to push, plead, or convince. Instead, hearts will be irresistibly drawn to one another by a force beyond explanation, but deeply felt. A magnetic pull crafted by humility, overcoming the pride that once kept you apart. I am dissolving the fear of starting anew, replacing it with courage and boldness that I am planting within you. The mistakes and regrets of the past will no longer hold dominion over your path forward. Expect unexpected embraces, messages from distant souls you never thought you'd hear again, and reconciliations that will cause the heavens themselves to rejoice. A pure and profound rebirth of love will emerge, love that forgives freely and heals deeply. You will come to understand that the seasons of separation were necessary, preparing each heart involved for this moment of renewal. Now is the appointed time for a fresh beginning. Now is the moment to witness the hand of the Lord, inscribing a new chapter upon the ashes of what seemed lost. I am not only restoring what is visible, but healing what lies within, because to restore others, first you must be restored. I am tending to the wounds of your spirit, weariness born from unmet expectations. I am helping you to wholeness, so you can love without load, forgive without hesitation, and start over by clearing the secret places where suffering was concealed behind a facade of strength, silent discussions, and unresolved questions. Free from the burden of guilt, my living message is present in your actions, attitudes, and outward change, in addition to what you hear. As I restore from within, I create space for new blessings to flow in from without, touching destinies, influencing choices, and shaping future endeavors. And this is just the beginning. I make everything new, not just as a phrase, but as an unfolding reality happening right now. I am working where no human hand could reach, restoring broken bonds like a master potter carefully mends shattered clay, creating something not only strong but beautiful and full of divine purpose. I'm going to change the way you see yourself, how you view life, and how you relate to those around you. The transformation that follows will be deeper, but it will still renew your heart and reshape your entire way of being as you listen. I am traveling through the deepest, often hidden places of your soul, those corners you've avoided for fear of confronting what lies there, and if my words have brought you peace, treasure them forever. Press the like button and allow your faith to be a light for others to see. My dearest child, if you also want help me to spreading God's message to the whole world, then please subscribe my channel and share this video, his family and friends. In Jesus' name, amen.